This is the YouTube channel for property management. Be sure to subscribe and hit the notifications. I'm Matt Easton, the founder of Leasing University, and I'm here to help you open more doors, close more leases, and rock your bonus checks. In apartments, trust is everything. Without trust, relationships collapse, and your probabilities of leasing the apartment crash. Without trust, your prospects build emotional walls, and they won't tell you what you need to know in order for you to help them. Without trust, objections become immovable obstacles, and your prospect decides to think about it rather than lease the apartment. Without trust, you have nothing. We'll do a deeper dive into building trust in just a moment. But if you're getting tired of getting shut down by objections, if you're tired of not knowing what to say or not knowing what to do, it's time to stop. I want you to go right now to leasinguniversity.com and get yourself 1 month of access to the Unlimited Learning Portal. It's the #1 leasing training system, and it's taking the apartment world by storm. I guarantee Leasing University will make you more money this year. You know, despite the perception that property managers and leasing agents will say or do just about anything to get the lease, most property managers do the right thing, keep their promises, tell the truth, and believe in their communities. The trap that property managers fall into is the belief that good intentions are good enough. It's important to understand that your prospects are not judging your trustworthiness based on your intentions. They're judging you based on their own intentions. They're scrutinizing you. They're looking for congruency in your words, your nonverbal communication, and your actions. In our hyper-competitive multifamily apartment marketplace that is dominated by disruptive change, new construction, and creative rent specials, entering into a lease agreement carries real risk for the renters you work with when they rely on you to deliver on your promises. They're putting themselves in a vulnerable position. Renting an apartment from you can mean putting their happiness and finances on the line. Should you fail to perform, the impact on their life, their finances, their family, well, it could be extreme. Now, in this stress-filled atmosphere of choosing a place to live, you'd think the renter would rely strictly on empirical evidence and data when choosing an apartment. You would think they would act in their best interest, putting their emotions aside and doing what is only most logical and what makes the most sense for them. But we know that's not how people make decisions. Humans almost always act on emotion first and subsequently justify those actions with logic. This, by the way, is why making no change, sticking in that apartment they're in now, the one they don't love, is often emotionally the safe choice. Even when staying put is illogical or even dysfunctional. Hey, I'll continue to put up with that tiny apartment, that long drive to work, and that aspiring death metal band that's always practicing all night above my head. Ugh, I can't stand those guys. I really can't stand my apartment, but I'll put up with it because frankly, the idea of moving is overwhelming. Most prospects though, when given the chance, when given enough consistent evidence that you'll listen, care, seek to understand, keep your word, and do the right thing, well, most prospects will trust you. The paradox of vulnerability is deep inside all of us. We want to trust others. Suspicion and skepticism are uncomfortable feelings. Trust, on the other hand, is stability. It's a state of well-being and equilibrium that we seek. I want you to think about trust the same way you do a bank account. You build trust by making regular deposits in another person's emotional bank account. Those deposits are consistent evidence that you are trustworthy. As you make these deposits, like listening, being prepared for the tour, keeping your commitments, and delivering on your promises, the balance in that account grows. When you fail to honor your commitments, renege on promises, make the renter feel unimportant or unappreciated, when you behave in an unlikable or inconsistent way, you make withdrawals. And as with any bank account, When you make too many withdrawals and allow your account balance to become overdrawn, there are penalties. You lose trust, which places the relationship and your chances of leasing the apartment in jeopardy. And that's why it's critical for you to realize and get that in property management, you are always on stage. Your prospects are always watching you. The people that tour your community are watching every move you make. When it comes to trust, little things make a big difference. Sure, there are situations in which one big lapse in judgment injures trust to such an extent that there is no going back. They will never lease an apartment from you. But those types of events are often rare. Losing trust is more often the culmination of many small breaches that weaken or destroy the foundation of trust. Not answering the phone in the leasing office, failure to return phone calls, being unprepared for tours, inaccurate facts, inconsiderate behavior, distracted listening, and the failure to follow up all seem to be very small to you. However, the human brain gravitates towards the negative. Negative messages, thoughts, and images grab and hold our attention. We are attuned to what's wrong about someone rather than what's right. It's sad, but it's true. Over time, these small negative perceptions add up, building the case that you cannot be trusted. Building trust is a step-by-step process. Every action, decision, and behavior links to and directly affects trust positively or negatively. Trust cannot be rushed, and you are not entitled to trust. You must earn it with consistent and ongoing evidence that you are a trustworthy property manager or leasing consultant. You must patiently and intentionally lay that foundation of trust one brick at a time. If you're being held back by your natural fear of rejection, or if you're tired of being shut down by objections because you don't know what to say or how to respond, then sign up for leasinguniversity.com. It is the one video training platform that I guarantee will make you more money this year. Hey, until the next video, I hope you've subscribed and I hope you've hit those notifications. My name is Matt Easton. I'm the founder of Leasing University. I want you to be great, and I want you to get those leases. I'll see you soon.